Now it's time to start a new mod. Together. The first thing you need is an idea.
In this particular instance, I'll be modifying an old toy I had as a child. Despite my brother's love of Lost in Space, I opted for the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. They used to make a toy of it for the action figures. As a matter of fact, I had that toy before I sold it over 10 years ago. Thanks to the magic of eBay, I found quite a few. They are typically yellowed from age, but that doesn't matter since we're going to paint it anyway. This toy is huge. This should allow us to get all the parts we need inside the case. The one I bought is from 1979. About time it got a second lease on life. Here are most of the tools I used in completing this mod. One of the first things I needed to do was take it apart so that I knew how much space I had to work with and could figure out what would get permanently removed. Old toys are great. They rely on glue much less than current toys. Basically, I started by removing all loose pieces, such as the two landing gear and the top hatches, as seen here. Then I went after all the screws, being careful not to lose any. There were quite a few, probably at least 10 or so. I then separate the parts, unhooking any remaining latches. This allows the top half to be removed, and I could go after removing all the remaining loose pieces from the inside. Next, I went to the bathtub for a good cleaning. Of the toy, that is. I had already removed all the stickers that I could, but there were still bits of 24-year-old adhesive that needed to be taken care of. Since we're going to paint all the parts we can, we just have to remove all the loose dirt. A simple 99-cent toothbrush works pretty good for getting in all the little corners that I couldn't with my fingers. This toy has a few imperfections where the plastic has been nicked or melted a little, but that's okay for us. This is one advantage of painting the toy. The paint will help conceal all those problems. Also, the Falcon is supposed to be a flying hunk of junk, so a few imperfections are to be expected. The next step is rather simple. I needed to glue one of the doors on the toy closed. I quickly mixed some 5-minute epoxy for the task. I used a nail to move the glue to the toy, but a toothpick would have been a better option. A few words of warning. The glue dries quickly and is very gooey, so if you ever use this stuff, don't get any on you. Also, the fumes can be quite bad, so make sure no children or elderly are around at the time. Good ventilation also helps. When the glue dries, it plugs some of the holes in the paint job will hide the fact that this wasn't one solid piece to begin with. Also, I worked on gluing the main laser cannon together. On the toy, this piece rotates around and makes clicking noises to simulate laser blasts. Due to our space concerns, we will put everything in place. So in this procedure, we glue the two halves together along with the mounting piece. I'll glue this to the other parts later.